All right, guys, I'm gonna try and give you the basic rundown of how to make these cute little service stars that I talked about on the blog. The first thing you're gonna need is you're gonna want any kind of scrapbook paper. You could print out something cute if you want, but it'll save you a ton of ink just to go buy a pack. I bought this pack at Michael's for about 10 bucks with the coupon. And it's nice because it gives you a nice variety of patterns to work with, so all your stars don't look exactly the same. But honestly, you could use white paper and have your kids color it and it would be just as good. So you want to use a standard 12 by 12 sheet of paper or cut an letter size, an 8.5 by 11 down to 4-inch squares. So essentially all you're going to do is you're going to line up your paper at the 4-inch mark and slice down. And then you're going to line it up the other direction and slice down. And you're going to want 2 sheets for each star. Now you can make these bigger. In fact, I made some that are 12 by 12, but for these cute little ornament size stars, I used the 4-inch by 4-inch square. So that's what you need first. The next thing you need is the little fortune that pops out of the side of the star. If you'll notice, it almost looks like a fortune cookie. There's a little tab that pulls out. So on the printable on my blog today and on Sugar Doodle, you can find this free printable that will give you a cute little fortune to pull out. You can write on the back, write a nice little message, and then tuck it into the star at the very end. So you're going to want to cut out one of those as well. Now to get to the folding part. It's really a lot easier than it looks, I promise. So essentially what you're going to need is 2 sheets of your 4 by 4 squares. I like to stack them on top of each other just because I think it's easier than doing them separately. And essentially you're going to fold it just like you would if you were making a fortune teller. You're going to fold on the diagonals first and then fold the horizontal and verticals so that you have that star pattern in your paper. Your next step is to take your scissors, and you're going to slice on the straight lines, not the diagonals, on the straight lines about halfway up or so. Doesn't have to be perfect. My kids did it. They all come out the same, so don't stress. But just 4 little snips that direction. Then while they're still folded together, I'm going to make a kind of a kite shape with my paper. So like this. And you're going to do that all the way around all 4 sides. You can see how that makes a little kite. So all 4 sides, fold one up. And again, it doesn't have to match perfectly. Your stars will come out with a prettier point if they match at the bottom, but if they don't, it's all right. So all the way around, like this. Last one. Now that you've got all the folds in, you're gonna separate your 2 halves of your star. So you just kind of pull apart your 2 pieces of paper, and this is where your hot glue comes in. I did this with double stick tape at first, and it works fine, but hot glue is so much faster. So if you're not scared of hot glue, I recommend you get it. So you're just gonna wanna do a little dab there, and then all you're gonna do is kind of fold these 2 corners onto each other, and that's what makes your 3D pointed star effect. So you're gonna do that all the way around your star. It doesn't take very much glue. And once you get the hang of it, they go pretty fast. So you just press them together. Press them together. And last one, press them together. Good. Now on your second one, you're gonna attach your string. So I usually use baker's twine because it's cheap and easy and kind of cute. And you cut off, 8 inches or so. And all you need to do is tie a simple knot. So you line up your ends, and you tie a little knot to give the glue something to grip to. So I've got a little knot, and before I start to fold, I'm gonna lay in my string. So I put a little glue in there, tuck that inside. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. And then you do the same process we did with the other star. So you're gonna kind of fold in your corners. All right, so now I've got all 8 points folded. And when you line up your stars, they're gonna match up like this. So you're gonna try and center 1 point between 2 others on the other side of your star. And they may not look perfect, but it really won't matter. So essentially you wanna take a look at that, and then you're just gonna kind of wedge glue in the crevices to make them stick together. So I usually do one point at a time and kind of push it and hold it. And then I turn and do one this way, push it and hold. And I like to leave one open for my little tag. So I'll glue this edge right here, and then I'll leave this one open. Okay, now you have your cute little star shape, and you want to take your note, and you're just going to zigzag fold. Doesn't really matter how big your zigzag is. Mine's like, I don't know, 1/2 inch. And you're going to zigzag it up to where it's you see the little pull me tag, and then all you do is kind of wedge it inside. Just on that one that's open, you kind of stick it in. So there you go, cute little ornament. And we made 25 of them, but you can make as many as you want, or just hang them on your tree as a reminder, but that's it.